Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Earth astrology sign of the Raven. I am going to be doing a Celtic cross spread for the month of March. I am going to be using the Fairy Wicca Tarot for the initial spread. And then at the very end of the reading, I will pull, I will clarify with the 1909 tarot. And then at the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Moonology Oracle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started for the Ravens for the month of March. We start with your current general energy. And here we have the the Six of Ulysses. So the Six of Cups. So I would say that a lot of you could be really focused on the past right now. The Six of Cups, this can be a card of nostalgia, right? So again, I feel like a lot of you are looking back at the past this month. Although some of you, the Six of Cups can also represent our inner child. So some of you could be connecting with your inner child this month as well. And then we go to our crossing energy. And this can be what helps us or what hinders us. And here we have the holy water. And this would be like the temperance card in the original tarot. And the temperance card is a card of alchemy. It's a card of changing one thing into another. Uh, so again, this can be really helpful for us, especially again, if we are going back to the past. I always say if we're going back and revisiting the past, um, especially if we're looking at things maybe from our past that were not the most pleasant, uh, it's as long as we're not dwelling, like we don't want to dwell in those thoughts and in those feelings and emotions. But sometimes it is helpful to go back to those times so that we can heal them and change that pain into power. And this is kind of what I'm feeling for the Ravens, at least for some of you Ravens this month. You're looking back into the past in order to change that pain into power. But let's clarify that Six of Ulysses and the Holy Waters. So with those, we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is all about following your intuition. So again, definitely follow your intuition at this time. But I also feel like if for those of you who are going back and healing some of those things from your past, I feel like this could be opening up a lot of possibilities for you as well. She has no ceiling over top of her. And I just knocked my microphone. Shoot. Sorry about that, guys. Um, Sorry, she has the ceiling that is open above her, and that is meant to represent, endless possibilities. So I feel like this is, you know, this is opening up a lot of possibilities as you heal these past hurts. Next, we go to the area of your foundation. And here we have the round tower, which would be the tower. And most people know about tower moments. Tower moments can be unpleasant. The tower happens when we've been ignoring reality. And the tower comes and it creates sudden change. And again, this can be very difficult for a lot of people to deal with. Now, Ravens, you are very adaptable just by nature. So you will adapt to these changes, but it still could feel a little bit shaky in your foundation this month as these changes start happening. But let's clarify the round tower. So with the round tower, we have the hangman. So the hangman, this is a card of wisdom and gaining enlightenment. So I feel like this tower moment is happening for a reason, for sure. There is wisdom to be gained from this tower moment. And again, enlightenment. And again, it could make some pause for a little while as they gain this enlightenment, as they process the changes that are happening for them. Next, we go to the area of our minds. And in the area of your mind, you have the five of air, which would be the five of swords. So the one thing I would caution about is the thoughts of winning at all costs. So that's one of the meanings of the five of swords can be winning at all costs. But oftentimes, when we are focused on winning at all costs, it means we don't, other people can get hurt in the process of that. So I would definitely put some caution out for the Ravens for that. But the Five of Swords can also be a card of not taking on more than you can handle. So, especially mentally at this time, Ravens, I would suggest that you not take on anything that doesn't belong to you, first of all, and no more than you can handle. It kind of says, the Five of Swords kind of says, know your limits. I would definitely take that as some advice for this month. But let's clarify the Five of Swords. So, with the Five of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a card of evaluating your progress. And again, I would say that that is a good time, especially for those ravens who are, who could be taking on more than they can handle. It's a good time to evaluate again what's working for you and what isn't working for you. Uh, you know, can keep and double down on the stuff that is working for you, but anything that isn't working for you, uh, you know, get rid of it. And again, for those ravens who are in the mindset of winning at all costs, again, I would evaluate your progress and see if you are actually really making the progress that you think you are or that you think you are going to. Because I have a feeling that when you take some time to evaluate how you have been going about things, you're going to realize that it's not been as productive as you thought it was. Next, we go to the area of your past. And here we have the guide. So the guide would represent the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. And the Hierophant is a card of tradition, it's a card of convention. Um, but I also believe that we're living in a time where, many people are breaking tradition and breaking convention and starting to do things differently. So I would, first of all, this is coming up in the area of your past. So as you are evaluating your progress on things, if there is something in your life that you have always done just because that's the way it's always been done, or that's the way you were told it's done, so that's just the way that you do it. Like I said, any traditions or conventional ways of thinking, I would examine those things, evaluate those things, this month, especially in the beginning of this month, because again, I think there are some things that are you're going to find that are not really working for you anymore. And again, it's time to break those traditions and break that convention. But let's clarify the guide. So with the guide, we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, this can be a card of feeling left out in the cold. So I feel like some of these traditions or conventions that you're breaking away from at this time, these were things that, again, that never really warmed your heart. They always kind of probably left you feeling a little bit cold and perhaps a little empty inside. And you were never really quite sure why, because again, this is something you've always done because it's, always been. I would say, like I said, it's time to move away from those cold traditions and move towards things that are going to warm your heart and warm your spirit. Next, we go to the area of the near future. And here we have the Two of Air, which would be the Two of Swords. And this is a card of being at a crossroads. It's a card of making a choice. But for me, it's also a card of third place solutions. So I would say in the near future, some ravens could be faced with a choice. Um, and you could be thinking that, and again, this could go back to that those traditions and conventional ways of doing things. The Two of Swords is a card that says, like, you could be thinking like it has to be either this way or that way. But again, this is my card of third place solutions. So it doesn't have to be this way or that way. There can be another solution. But let's clarify that Two of Air. So with the Two of Air, we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, this is a card of balance, specifically balancing your resources. So again, I feel like this choice that you have to make coming up here in the near future is going to have to do with your resources. So this can be time, energy, money. And again, you're thinking you have to do it either this way or that way. But again, that Two of Swords says that there is another solution. There is another way to go about it. And whatever this third place solution is for you, it is going to be the one, it is going to be very balanced and fair. Next, we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the Holy Stone. And so the Holy Stone, this is actually, first of all, it's a card of finding the beauty in all that you see. But it's also a card that asks us to connect with the ancient ones. So over the next few months, I would really perhaps like look into your family history, look as far back into your ancestry as you can. Um, and also like research any old religions, or, and again, this is the traditions. But uh Spirit is asking you to speak with your ancient guides, to speak with your ancestors, and listen to what they have to say about what it is that is going on in your life right now at this time. Let's clarify that Holy Stone. So, with the Holy Stone, we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, this can be a card of community and celebration. So I would actually suggest that you actually celebrate your ancestors over the next couple months. Like I said, do your research on your ancestors, again, as far back as you can go. Maybe look up even some of the ways that they used to celebrate things back in their time. But I would celebrate them. Some of you may wish to even make an altar to your ancestors. And again, this could be something that develops over the next couple months. But I do feel like a connection with your ancestors becoming more of an important um, aspect of your life. Next, we go to the area of your closest relationships. And here we have the Rider of Tyne. So this would be the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, this is a card of, it's a very passionate energy, a very fast moving energy, but it's also very fun. One of the things that I always say with the Knight of Wands is to bring fun into your everyday life. And in this case, bring fun into your relationships. Bring fun, bring passion. Um, yeah, let's clarify that Rider of Tyne. So, with the Rider of Tyne, we have the Page of Wands. So you have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Again, both cards of following your passions. So in your relationships, um, Ravens, I would definitely be following your passions. And again, I would seek out the fun and different ways to bring fun into your relationships. Next, we go to the area of our hopes and our fears. And here we have the Mother Goddess. And this would represent the Empress in the traditional tarot. So the Empress, this is a very loving, nurturing, abundant energy. And again, so I do feel like these are the things that you are hoping for in your life at this time. But let's clarify that Mother Goddess energy. So with the Mother Goddess, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and I love it. And the Nine of Pentacles is kind of like pre-Empress energy. And you have the Mother Goddess, which is the Empress. So again, I would say that you are in a very loving, you are hoping for a lot of love and nurturing energy in your life at this time and a lot of abundance. And I do feel a lot of abundance coming in for you. However, one of the things with the Nine of Pentacles here is that, like she had to work to get to what she has. And so will you, Ravens. You will have to put some work in to get the abundance that you are looking for. And next we come to the outcome, the last card in the spread. And here we have the old one. And um, this would represent like the devil energy. Um, so it's kind of like, I feel like a lot of ravens are actually, the devil would be about like, um, uh, releasing ourselves from our inner demons. And again, I feel like a lot of ravens are going to be doing that this month. They are going to be setting themselves uh, free. Again, you are going to have tower moments. And again, you are going to have to look at a few things and make a few choices. But again, I do think that in the end, any demons that you have been fighting with, this is the month where you are going to conquer those demons. But let's clarify the old one. So with the old one, we have the Eight of Swords. So exactly kind of what I was just saying there, setting yourself free from anything that binds and blinds you. Like the Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. So again, you've had some of these restrictions, like again, going back to that guide in your past there with the tradition and the conventions and that kind of stuff. So, you've put self-imposed restrictions on yourself. And again, I feel like by the end of this month, you are going to be working through those things and setting yourself free from those restrictions. So I think that's absolutely beautiful. All right, now we will pull the three main themes for the month of March for the Ravens. Okay, so we have first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. And again, it probably will be tested probably a few times. Again, you do have that Two of Swords, that energy of being at the crossroads. And you have the Tower. You have a lot of, like at least a big change coming in for you. So in order to set yourself free, your commitment is definitely going to be tested. Then we have the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negative energy. Again, what I was just saying there with that Eight of Swords and that devil energy. you're really overcoming those inner demons, and setting yourself free and releasing any negativity that you have been holding on to. And then we have the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So I would say anything that I did not answer for you in this reading, they are coming. You will get the answers. I am sure of it. It may not be from me, it may be from somewhere or something else. But the answers that you need are definitely coming for you. Just you might have just a little bit of patience. All right. So that is the reading for March for the Ravens. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and I do appreciate it. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you next time. Bye for now.